Welcome back in Proper Football League. I am your commissioner, Jeff Holt, here to provide you your weekly recap. Now that we are 5 weeks in and we are on to the 6th week, I am going to be doing a new segment, which will be parlay betting. I will be providing you 3 locks, 4 locks, and then a 5 risky lock of parlay bets that you could try out. I'm not going to bet because I'm not much of a gambler at all, but you can. So I'll live vicariously through you. Given that said, let's get into it. Here are the week 5 matchup results, starting with Chase of Base defeating my team, Smokin' Jeffries. We got Fast Cappers defeating All Attitude Adjuster. Freak in the Cleats defeating Major Threat. The Drug Mules defeating Just a Field of Dreams. The Dirty Pirates defeating the Krankensteins. And Chub Rub defeating Will Do Sketchy Things. Highest scoring game was the Drug Mules. Congrats to you. The lowest scoring game was Will Do Sketchy Things. Up next, biggest blowout of the week. Chase of Base with 170.16 points, defeating my team, Smokin' Jeffries, with 96.54 points. That is a margin of victory of 73.62 points, and that is the biggest blowout of all 5 weeks. Congrats to you, Chase of Base. Whatever. Here is the standings after 5 weeks. We got 4 teams with a 4-1 record. Fast Cappers, the Drug Mules, the Dirty Pirates, and Chub Rub. We got 1 team with a record of 3-2, Freak in the Cleats. We got 4 teams with a 2-3 record, Just a Field of Dreams, Chase of Base, Smokin' Jeffries, and Will Do Sketchy Things. And then we got 3 teams with a 1-4 record, Major Threat, the Krankensteins, and All Attitude Adjuster. All Attitude Adjuster proposing a trade of his Derrick Henry running back to my Stephon Diggs #1 draft pick, who has been producing, has been the only shed of light to my mediocre team, if you will. So I had to respectfully decline, good sir. Moving on to week 6, we got our matchups: Smokin' Jeffries versus Krankensteins, All Attitude Adjuster versus the Drug Mules, Freak in the Cleats versus Just a Field of Dreams, Fast Cappers versus Chub Run, Chase of Base versus Major Threat, the Dirty Pirates versus Will Do Sketchy Things. Now on to the actual Week 6 NFL schedule, starting with Thursday night's game, Chiefs hosting the Broncos. On Sunday, we have another London game. I believe it's the final one. Titans and Ravens. That's at 6:30 a.m., so be conscious of your players. On to the 10 a.m. slot, we got Falcons, Commanders, Bears, Vikings, Bengals versus Seahawks, Browns versus 49ers, Texans versus Saints, Jaguars versus Colts, Dolphins versus Panthers. At the 105 slot, we got Raiders hosting Patriots. At 125, we got Buccaneers hosting Lions, Rams versus Cardinals, and Jets versus Eagles. At Sunday, 5:20, Bills hosting the Giants, and Monday Night Football is the Chargers versus the Cowboys. Now that we are through 5 weeks of football, I thought it would be fun to do some parlay bets now that we have a better understanding of how teams are performing. Moneyline means wins, basically. So here are the 3 teams I believe are all lock. Is the Chiefs versus Broncos. I believe the Chiefs are obviously going to win. I believe the Dolphins are going to crush the Panthers. I mean, based off this money line, -950, it's looking pretty good. And then I also believe that the Eagles will destroy the Jets, even though the money line isn't as high as the others. And they're also giving a -900 to the Bills-Giants game. They're a 3-2, so, and they're at home. It's looking very good, but I'm not super confident on how the Bills are going to perform. So the 3 that I would bet on is the Chiefs, the Dolphins, and the Eagles. On a 4 parlay bet, I would bet on having also the Bills defeat the Giants. And if you want to get a little crazy, the 49ers versus the Texans, and the 49ers winning. So that would be a 5 parlay bet, including the 49ers to win. So have fun with it. Let's see what happens. I don't know. I mean, let's see how many ones I get right. but I am locking on the Blues. The green is the additional fourth parlay. The yellow is the fifth parlay bet. So have at it. Well, that concludes the weekly recap of week 5. We are going into week 6. We now have a better understanding of how teams are performing. That being said, we kind of have an idea of how the teams will play out throughout the season. I mean, injuries are happening. I lost Justin Jefferson in my other leagues. It has not been fun for me, but let's move on, move your players around. Also, some teams still owe money. Please pay up. Let's be respectful to the league and me, basically. So, have a great rest of your week. Good luck on week 6, and I love you all.